and welcome to another yoga session for slightly older children. So we're going to start off doing some breathing. So sit yourself comfortably, cross your legs if you can, move your shoulders back and put your hands behind you and lift up. So my fingertips are touching the floor, you can't see, and you're lifting your spine up tall, but you're not bringing your shoulders up. And then keeping that nice straight spine, bring your hands onto your knees. Close your eyes. And then just begin to feel yourself relaxing. So just note in your body where you have tension. So I can feel that I'm holding tension in my legs at the minute. So when I exhale, I'm going to let that tension go. Just allow it to go. So allow myself to sink a little bit into the mat. Now you might be holding tension in somewhere else. You might be holding tension in your shoulders. So as you exhale, shoulders come down. So we're breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and out. Just listen to any sounds that you can hear. Sounds from other rooms, sounds from outside, even sounds from the room that you're in. And just acknowledge those sounds and then let them go. So you're being aware of them, but you're not dwelling on them. So breathe in and breathe out. And just keep that going just for another few seconds. Let's do 3 more breaths. So we'll make this next breath a big one. Open your eyes. And then move your shoulders round. So bring your head round one way and then the other way, gently. If you lift your arm up and then see if you can grab hold of your head and just gently pull your head down. And the other side. Good. Okay. So what we're going to do first of all, we're going to do a posture that I've used in the young children's videos because it's quite fun and it's really quite good to do. So what you do, you take your foot in your hand, bring the other leg in, and then with your arm here, you put your foot in your other arm and you're rocking the baby. So what this does, this brings lots of synovial fluid to the hip area, which is really good for your hip. And you need to try and sit up nice and tall when you do this. Okay, then hold onto your foot and press your leg out. Now try this one. So what we do now, using the same foot, you see if you can bring that leg over your shoulder. Now it doesn't matter if it's only here, that's okay. Mine will slip down soon, you'll see. And then what you have to do is bring the other leg out, put your hands on the mat. And then you're going to see if you can lift your bottom up and also see if you can lift the other foot up. So I'll show you from the side. It's quite a hard one. If you tense your tummy muscles, it really helps your tummy muscles. So let's do the other side. So foot into hand, other arm, rock the baby. Sitting up nice and straight. Getting all that synovial fluid in the joints. And then stretch that leg out. Bring the other leg out. Bring this around. Hand down. And see if you can lift your bottom up. And you might even be able to lift that other foot up too. So I'll show you from this side this time. It's a tricky one. but you might be able to do it. So I'm lifting the whole of my body off the floor with my hands, but it is quite hard. Okay, so from here we're going to get into cow head posture. So watch what you do. It's like you're tying your legs into a knot. So, I hope you can see there. So I've got my bottom on the mat, but I've got my legs like this. I've got one foot here and one foot here. And I'm going to sit and put my shoulders back. Now what we have to do now, we have to put one arm out and then bring the arm up, back. Other arm out, bring it up and over. So you're trying to touch your hands together at the back. And you're trying to sit up nice and straight. And breathe. And one more. Okay, so bring your hands down but keep your legs where they are. Now this leg that's over, get hold of the foot, like this, and then put your hands underneath your foot and see if you can straighten that leg. But you want to try and keep your back nice and straight if you can. And then if you can, start to bend your elbows. This is called heron posture. So you want two hands on your feet. Now try as well and put both cheeks of your bottom onto the floor, bringing it in. Okay, so this leg again, same leg. What you're going to do this time, you're going to put it on the mat, and then the other leg you're going to put behind you. So, you see? So I've got this leg bent in front, this leg back, and then you're going to see if you can lie down. See if you can put your head onto the mat. And this is called pigeon. I call this lying down pigeon. One more breath, then come all the way up and put your hands on the mat, and then cup your hands like that so that you can get a little bit of a bend in your back like that. Now you just might want to stay here, or you might want to see if you can take it further. To take it a little bit further, you take your hands off. To take it further still, you see if you can grab hold of your foot like that, and then to take it further still, you see if you can hold on to 2 feet, bringing your shoulders back. And some of you who are really flexible will be able to put your head back and bring this leg almost touching your head. I cannot do that. So from here, put your hands down, and straight away we're going to go up into downward dog. And give it a nice big stretch in downward dog. Sticking your bottom up as high as you can. And then from here we're going to try vinyasa. So from downward dog, we go into plank, we bend our elbows, into upward dog, and then back into downward dog. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to have to do the whole thing on the other side. So try and remember which leg you put over which is always a tricky one to do. I think I did this one, but I might be wrong. Okay, so you're sitting up nice and straight. You've got one leg over the other leg, so your legs are sort of in a sort of knot. Okay, so put the other arm out this time and bring it behind you. The other arm up and down. See if you can hold on to your fingers. If you can't hold on to your fingers, that's okay. If you have a sock in one hand and a sock in the other hand, you can hold on to the sock. So it just allows you to connect without touching your hands. Let's do 2 breaths. Okay, so if you take your hands down, and then this leg is going to come up. Hands under your foot, lifting up. See if you can bring your arms in, try and sit up nice and straight. So if you can get your legs straight, then try and bend your arms. If you can't get your legs straight, just work on sitting with your back straight, trying to get your leg as straight as possible. And then from here, we're going to go into pigeon. So this leg is the one that's going to be bent onto the mat, and the other leg is going to come back behind. And you'll lie down. So 2 more breaths. Okay, so push yourself up like this. Come onto your fingertips so you come up even higher. Looking up, feeling that curve in your back. If you can, then hold onto your foot. It's a really big stretch here in this bit of your leg. If you can, hold onto your foot with your other hand, bring your shoulders back and balance. And then from here, I'm going to go into downward dog again. Now we're going to do a vinyasa. So into plank, bending your elbows all the way up, and then back into downward dog. So this time we're going to go into plank, and we're going to see if we can try side plank. So you're just holding onto with one of your arms. My 2 feet are stacked. Now if it's too hard on your arms, you can come down onto your elbow. It makes it a little bit easier. And if it's hurting your hands as well. We're going to see if we can thread the needle. So we bring our hand through that gap like that. Bring it through. Try and keep your feet stacked on top of one another. And then we'll try side plank again. If you want to lift your leg up, I'll move over, then you can see. If you want to lift your leg up, you can. And some people might even be able to grab their leg and hold it all the way up, like that. And over into downward dog. Let's try another vinyasa. Bend your elbows, keep them in. And back into downward dog. So we're going to try plank on the other side. So go into full plank and then turn around. And let's thread the needle. So to make it harder, you have one foot stacked on top of the other. Remember, you can be down onto your elbow. Okay. If you can lift up and balance, it's quite tricky. And then all the way back into downward dog. Into plank, vinyasa, up we go, and then just rest down into child's pose. Okay, well done. So what we'll do before we relax, we'll do some balances. So the first balance that we'll do is we'll do an aeroplane balance or a warrior balance. So you need to stand up and have your feet together. Then all you're going to do is take one step forward, and then with your other leg, just bring your leg up. And you're looking to make a letter T with your legs and your body. Some people like to have their arms in front of them. Some people have their hands here. Some people have their arms to the side because that makes it a little bit easier. And see if you can, without bringing that leg onto the floor, see if you can come up. It's okay for me, I can hold the radiator to cheat. And what you're going to do, you're going to see if you can hug that knee in. Then bring that knee to the side arm comes out. If you can, you might like to use your two peace fingers wrapped around your big toe and see if you can move your leg out to the side. Whoa! I hope you're doing a better job than me. Okay, well done. So let's try the other side. So you're going to balance on the other leg, aeroplane posture. Remember, your arms can be out, they can be forwards, they can be wherever they want. And then try not to put that leg down. See if you can come all the way up. See if you can hold onto your knee. See if you can bring that knee out to the side. Stay here if you want, or grab hold of your toe. See if you can bring that leg all the way out. You might be able to get yours right out to the side. Fantastic. Okay. So the other balance we're going to try is the eagle posture that I find very, very hard. So what we're going to do, we're going to put our feet together and bend our knees. And then this knee is going to come up and you're going to wrap it all the way around this leg. My balance is terrible today. And then when you've got that, if you can, wrap your arms around each other too. So I'll move down, then you can see my arms. See what my arms are doing. But you're trying to hold the legs and the arms together, which is very, very tricky. I'm sure you're doing a better job than me. Let's try the other side. So arms out, bend your knees, lift the other leg, wrap it round. And then try and remember which way you did your arms and do them the other side this time. Fabulous. Okay, so now it's time for relaxation. So lie down on your mat, on your back, in a nice comfy position. So you're lying down. If it's cold, get yourself a blanket. Close your eyes. If it's still quite light, put something over your eyes, anything at all. So here's my cardigan. I could have just put that over my eyes as I was lying down. Or you could just put, if you're a bit cold, just put something over you. Some people like to put the socks on as well. And just feel like your body is relaxing. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through lots of body parts, and as I go through those body parts, I want you to imagine that they're beginning to relax. So with your eyes closed, make yourself comfy, and then draw all your attention to your left hand. Your left hand feels relaxed, as does your left fingers, your left wrist, the inside of your elbow, your forearm, your upper arm and your shoulder. Your left hand and arm feels heavy, it feels relaxed. Now think about your right hand. Your right hand feels relaxed. Your fingers, the back of your hand, your palm, your wrist, your forearm, your upper arm, your elbow, your shoulder. Your right arm feels relaxed. Both your arms, both your hands are relaxed. Now draw all your attention to your left foot. Your left toes are relaxed. The front of your foot, the sole of your foot, your ankle, your left foot is relaxed. Your shin, your calf, the back of your knee, your upper leg, your thigh, your hip. All your left leg and foot feels relaxed. Now draw your attention to your right foot. Your toes, your sole, your heel, the back of your foot, the front of your foot, your calf, your ankle, your lower leg, your upper leg, the back of your knee, the front of the knee, your thighs, back and front of thighs, your hip. All your right leg and foot feels relaxed. Both your legs, both your feet feel heavy and relaxed. Now draw your attention to your torso. You can feel that your breath is breathing in and out. You can feel that your tummy is just gently moving. You can note which bits of your back are in contact with the floor. Your back and your tummy and your hips and your shoulders and your chest all feel relaxed. Now your head. Your head is in a comfy position. Your eyes are closed and your eyeballs are still behind your closed lids. Your mouth is closed. You might have a slight gap in your lips. Your teeth are just still. Your tongue may be just touching the roof of your mouth or gently touching your teeth. You feel any tension just drain away from your face. You feel relaxed. Just say in your head 3 times, I am relaxed. I am relaxed. I am relaxed. And then just enjoy this next half a minute of total relaxation. So, begin to have some awareness of where you are. Keep your eyes closed, but just imagine where you are with your eyes closed. Give your fingers and your toes a little wriggle. Bring some movement back into your body. And then roll over onto one side if it feels comfortable for you to do so. Keep your eyes closed. Rub your hands together until your hands get hot. And when your hands get hot, put your hands over your closed eyes. Slowly take your hands away. And slowly sit up when you're ready. Enjoy your day, everybody. Well done.